What's up, Vanguardians? This is Jonathan S.P. Mindam here with a word from the Butler. And I'm going to try to do a quick video. I know in the past I always end up doing a little bit longer, but I'm going to try to do a really quick one. Wanted to talk about a couple of things and then go into your questions. One, to all my subscribers and things that are going, who watch my videos, thank you so much for doing so. I really appreciate it. I've been doing a sub drive, and we are like 25 away from hitting 800, so I'm really excited. And if we hit the 25 too, for every 50 subscribers I had for the contest, I was giving away a box of Fighters Collection 2015. So if you can, have your friends sign up. We're really close. We just need 25 more and we get the 3 boxes. So I'm excited. I think we'll do it. The contest runs to June 1st, so we're not that far away, and 25 is really not that hard of a number. So with that being said, please share and have people subscribe and so forth. So next thing is I wanted to talk about the group and the Vanguardians and things that have just been going on. And there's a lot that have actually been going on. I don't think a lot of people realize it. For the first time in a long time, like, the group is like it's just running beautifully. But we're doing a lot more. I'm going to be planning on doing a lot more. We have a couple of tournaments going on right now. The team tournament. That one's kind of like going to be a lot of fun. Registration began this past Sunday and will go all the way to this current Sunday, which is really exciting. So hopefully we get a lot of signups. Prizes are always based on participation, but tag team is basically where it's 2 people on a team. A player versus A player, B player versus B player. If one team of A and B win, you win. It's 2-0. If one A from one team wins and one B from another team wins, then it's 1-1. So then the losers, so an A from one team and a B from another, have to play. So it's kind of like a unique concept. I really give the credit to the New York circuit that was going on, the Vangola, I think it is. They came up with the idea and I liked it a lot. So we'll see how it plays out. It's supposed to be a really, just again, a team builder kind of feel, especially for those who can't participate in a team tournament. This is a lot of fun. So I'm excited for it. Something new, something different, something we've never done before. And if it works, we'll keep doing them. But teams has always been a little weird. Next in June, we're also going to be doing the Extinction Tournament, which is really fun for me because, for those who don't know, there's some history to the Extinction Tournament. In June 12th, the Jurassic Park movie comes out, and I was a big fan of the Jurassic Park tournament, so I was like, Jurassic Park movie, I wanted to see how I could incorporate that. So we are going to do Extinction Tournament, which is a vintage based, which is sets 1 through 9, pre-break rides. And what it is for those sets, you're allowed to use 4 current size, so anything from 10 to GBO, we'll say 2, GBO 2. You can use any cards from that. You can use 1 card from that. So let's say you choose, let's just say I'm running my Musketeer deck, and I want to run Cecilia. And Sylvia is in it, which is the call one when it's called. I choose that one, or I could choose America. As long as I choose 1 card, you can have 4 of that copy from a future set. And you also get to have 4 stride cards from the future as well. So kind of cool, kind of different, kind of unique in its own right. So again, you can have 4 strike cards. It doesn't matter what they are. Obviously, it have to be clan because it's clan tourney or clan rules, clan fight. So it's kind of like 4 cards from the future and 4 strides from the future, coming back to this vintage sets. So it allows kind of for the G-assist factor, and also allows for just kind of giving the decks a little up more beat tempo. So I'm doing a pure vintage tournament. So this is kind of a fun way of handling that. And then also, don't know, in about a month we'll be having the ARG State Championships. I'm looking for like correspondence people who can report, give us updates on those. There's 50, 50 states. They're trying to do all 50. I don't know if they've gotten them all, but we really need people to participate and tell us what's going on at these, like what are they seeing, because June 20th is the release, June 19th is the release date for so many Fighters Collection cards, and viable for the Shadow Paladins and Link Joker. So a lot of stuff gets support, and the meta is going to be and it's just going to be something. It's going to be everywhere. So we really want to have as much insight as possible. So if you're interested in helping us out in your locals or your state championships, please contact me. I want to get as much information as possible. I want to get a thread going that day. I want everyone to basically just tell us what's going on, what they're seeing, what their championship matches are looking like. It's a big day. I mean, there's going to be a lot going on, and I hope to report as much as possible from where I'll be, which is Indiana, Illinois, or Wisconsin. It's one of the three. But you as the community only help us know what's going on with our meta. So I really hope you guys can help us doing that, and it's a big thing. And I'm going to talk to a couple more people, but we want to make a day out of it, whether it be on the group, the community as a whole. Really need to strive for how big this ARG state championships are going to be for the community, and also for the players just to know what's going on. I mean, this is the first time ever that we have something like this. So it's really important to stress that, because this is something new for the game, but also it's good for us as a community. And the ARG State Championships is just the step forward. It's the first year of doing things like this, and really it's that important to me. And I think as a community, you will reap the benefits from it. So going forward, it's just one of those things we need. Last but not least, my little segment here before I go to the questions is taking out the trash. I was at Bushiroad Team Atlanta. I got to team up and had a wonderful day and time there, and I really appreciate anyone from Atlanta and from that area. The Southern hospitality was really there. But this is where my taking out the trash comes from. Bushiroad usually is never in my mind is someone to bash, but they need to improve their tournament software tremendously. That's my taking out the trash today, to talk about that, because it's really funny, because when we were there at Team League and we're sitting there and we get to the final round, it was like 8 rounds, and then they were like, oh, here is the top 16 players, and they had the 8 tables across the board, and they're like, anyone here, your top 16, here is the prizes. They give us the promos. They were like, and give them a big round of applause and blah, blah, blah. And we ended up winning the final match, and we're like, okay, wonder where we'll place. We were at the top. I think we were like at the 14th and 14th table, or like, 14th, 15th, or whatever it was, 14th, 13th. And when the results were finally tallied and done and everything, we actually ranked 23rd. It was like, it's just because of the people who also had tiebreakers, who, and it comes down to tiebreakers, a lot of the stuff. But it was like, it's so preposterous to go, oh, you're top 16, but you actually placed 23rd. Like, it was very discouraging, because it's like their system does this. It's done this to so many people. I've only heard about this across the board, from every region, that how badly they are affected by Bushiroad software. Like, some people, ties hurt them, like buys hurt them, like not ties, sorry, buys. And it's just, it's so ridiculous to think that something so simple, so significant, take a page out of Konami or Magic the Gathering Wizards. Their tournament softwares are usually pretty damn spot on. Like, I don't understand why Bushiroad's has to be so off and so bad and so damaging, because it's very discouraging to go to their tournaments, because it's like, not only if you do certain well in certain aspects, but then you have to worry about their software screwing you over, and it's really disheartening, because it's just like, okay, you go to these free events, or if you do what I did, travel for them, and what you have to, because there's not enough in the regions to go to, you have to travel most of the events that they host, and then hope to do well, and then if you do well, that something like that happens. It's like, well, you said I was top 16, but then you announced I'm 23rd on a piece of paper. It's really disheartening, but walking away from it, that's one area of the many things that they have to fix. But I think the tournament software would be a huge start, because it's programming. It's something that they can do at their offices, and just be like, okay, challenge, what we use online, is so good for so many reasons. It allows you to kind of not manipulate things, but have more control over it compared to their software. I have their software on my computer, and it's not easy. I do not enjoy it. I know many of my friends who work for Bushiroad said it's crazy. And you read about the Pojo forums, and you do all this stuff, and it's like, that just get rid of it and start anew, or use another system for a while. I don't know, but that's my taking out the trash. They need to get rid of that. So we're at the 10-minute marker here. I'm going to try to go through as many of these questions as possible. There's so many, and even I said, stop, please. Well, we'll see where we go. All right, thoughts on Chaos Breaker Legion? Never going to happen. Sorry, Tommy. Thoughts on the new Murakumo support? I think finally they have the ability to hit decent numbers. They have the ability to clone easily. And this is their chance to shine. Like, I think Murakumo is in the place it needs to be, especially now with the restanding Stry, which everyone's like, oh, it's so bad. You have to stand back 3 units. So hard for a deck that clones. And it stays in the deck. Like, they can't even be retired half the time. Like, Tyler, why do you think what do you believe new Angel Feathers are going to be focusing on? Will they be pure pre-Celestials, or they make Uriel? I think we're going to go back to Angel Feathers healing mechanic. I really think with the way they've done a lot of things with mechanic-wise for a lot of these decks and things, they're going back to some kind of basics and also adding in new things. I hope they stick to the new healing concepts. Like, we're no longer in a limit break era. We're no longer in these things, and you have so many cards that inflict damage or do things. Like, a healing mechanic is perfect for them. Like, go back to the healing. Like, they never should have got away from it, and yet somehow they did. Giovanni Diaz, if you had to marry a unit, which one would you marry and why? Takara. She's my favorite. She just plays Neo Nectar. I think viable after set. What do you think will be viable after set 3? Link Joker for 1. I think their generation rare in that set was way too good. Shallow Paladins, well, of course, will be hanging in there. Blue, Gold Paladins are kind of up in the air. We haven't seen their, like, I don't know. There's just something about them that I don't feel they have the love that they need. Dark Irregulars. I think you guys need to look at Dark Irregulars and go, oh shit. They're good. How do you feel about synchronized release dates? I love it. I think we need to be there. I think every other card game pretty much has that or has done something to make up for that loss. So synchronized release dates is the way to go. And I love it. We're already getting actually card of the days that are, just coming out stuff in Japan. So we're right there. We're there. I said this. I've been saying this for a lot of these, the word from the Butlers and a lot of live streams. Synchronized is the way to go because it's unpredictable meta. Price values are good. People will complain about, oh my god, I can't believe my Doreen the Thrusters are up so much. That's good! What used to be a $5 car, now it might be $20, is good! Like, you guys got to get past that whole, like, I can't afford to buy this stuff. Well, yeah, but they also have created new stuff that you can afford to still be viable. And, like, old and new mixing is good. Like, and just having new is good. Like, people took the little legend deck of the Shadow Paladins out of the box and ran in a tournament in Japan and won with it. Don't be afraid. Keep moving forward. Don't be afraid. Who would you ever watch Vanguard hentai? Giovanni, that's your second question. No, because I only get a chance to watch Vanguard. I don't know if it would be discussed about Atlantis Spring Fest. How are I don't know if it was discussed, but how was Atlantis Spring Fest? How are the Neo Nectars doing? I'm assuming you mean towards me, Jesus. Jesus, I read that wrong. Jesus. I win. I had a bad day overall. I won what I needed to win for my team. I got paired up against Royal Paladins 3 times, all Singer at Mile. It was so hard to deal with. And, my deck can't handle a whole lot of restand. Like, when you're playing against Dodex is one thing because you allow things to hit or retire. I can deal with retire. I can't restand or deal with restand as effectively. It was a lot of fun. Met a lot of great people. I really think Atlanta has some of the best players down there as far as creativity and things. It was a lot of fun, so definitely we'll be going back hopefully in the fall. Paul M. Chrisman 2. What do you think of the best Shadow Pet in grade 3 of all the way up to set generation 3? That's serious and not biased opinion. I actually think Raging Form was, and that's really funny because everyone's like, oh, best. Raging Form was that card was like, oh, I drove check it. I can use it. Oh, I don't have to counterblast for it. Oh, it gains power. Oh, it's late game. Like, it's so good. You didn't need anything else. You just need to be at limit break for it to go off. And sometimes even early game limit break, you didn't have the break ride for it. Going its effects was just amazing. Like, I think it's one of the best grade 3s that we ever had for them. I think it probably is the best. I mean, there's not a lot of other options other than Abyss. I think some of the new stuff is kind of cool, but Blaster, Blade, Diablo is eh. So, I think that one's the best one. Which male character would you sleep with? Tough question, Johnny Cage. Tough question. Aichi's too female, Kai's too dark, Ren is too crazy. Tetsu. I like that one. He's a man. Hopes for next Mega Colony support. Not for a while. I don't think they'll do it. They got a really awesome stride. That's all they really needed right now. Dominee Rush again. Will you play Glendios? No. My day has been great, Doran. Thank you. A long day at work. What change to the basic mechanics Angel Feather will be needed to make it actually viable clan in today's meta? The healing mechanic. Like, you got, when you stride, heal a damage. Like, it is there. Like, there's no reason, Bushiroad, you can't do that. Like, heal damage is so good in respect of the things that you can accomplish. Like, so many things getting a crit, so many things make it unguardable. Like, you're going to tell me healing is a problem? Like, get over it. Like, stop doing the flip-flop. Stop doing this. Heal, 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 heal. That's all I want to see is heal, 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 heal. All day. Jonathan Ramsey, what are your thoughts on Nova Grappler's Extreme Bowder subclan? I think they're one of the best decks. Right now, currently, I think they're one of the best decks. You've seen them do amazing things in all forms of team. They might change now that since the retiring decks are kind of getting a little momentum, but I think Extreme Battlers is really, really good. Favorite Monday Night Wars match that you didn't participate in so far? You know, that's a really good question, William Cole. I really think one of my favorite matches, man, I'll get back to you. We're gonna do Monday Night Wars awards, so there will be a thing to that down the road. Fat-worthy card art. I don't do that. I'm not a Bermuda boy. When you win tag team tournament on a scale of 1 to 10, how classy will your victory speech with? I don't know if I'm gonna win. I want to win. I want to get there, but I don't ever do victory speeches. It's not my thing. I'm just one of those guys that's just happy to, like, if I can get top 8, like, really, 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 really. What do you think the Blau? Badger Vanguard, do you think the Blau deck will ever be viable again? If so, why? If not so, thanks, Sean. Blau right now is good with all the stride stuff, like, because it takes on the name of the Blau, its hits, those things go off, their effects go off, it's really, really good. Limit Break Enabler makes the deck, like, it's a crazy, crazy rush deck. I think if you're ever going to see Blau viable, it's going to be right now, and if they ever get any more Nova Grappler support, anything of the new generation stuff really helps, but Blau right now is the best it'll be for a while. What defines Van good into Van bad? I don't even know, guys. Like, just reading your cards, knowing what your effects are, like, that's Van good. Like, actually knowing how to play the game. And, like, when I go on area and all of a sudden you see people going, that's not how that effect works. You're a scrub. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Like, really? Like, I can't even believe you're arguing. Like, there are protocols, ways to do things, act, continuous. Like, they're, like, just gotta know how to read the cards. Like, I think so many times we tell people, it's just a children's card game. Like, yeah, but how many kids do you really see playing it? Like, it's not that. Like, just know how to read. Like, that's your best enemy in this game half the times. I mean, like, you've seen so many people just not know what their cards do or what other cards do. Like, you want to be a good player? Play every deck. You want to know how to be an even better player? Play against every deck. Seek the challenges. Seek the matchups that are bad for you. Learn how to play against them. Know what cards do. That is Van Gooding. Van Batting is going on Monday Night Wars and playing a deck you have no effing clue is, and you sit there and embarrass people. That's Van Bad. Thoughts and Thoughts 3 in general, anime progression, decks that are current meta. See, that's like 3 questions. 1, Thoughts and Set 3, really, really good. I think everything in there's been really fantastic, and I don't think there's been a bad, like, card yet other than Kagero. And I really mean that. I don't just need it in my general hate. I just feel like the Kagero card is just like, eh. They do have that new grade 3, though, that really is good, that makes things unguardable, or it can break through, or can't attack. I don't remember. I just read it today. I haven't had a chance, but definitely check that card out. I'm going to keep going, guys, as much as possible. I'm sorry, we're heading to the 20-minute marker. I'm going to skip the rest of those questions. Chris, sorry, you get 1. Ed Veer Floors, which clan do you think will get the support in set 4 alongside Shadows and Aqua? Well, who said Shadows were back in there? I think they're done. And oh, you mean Angel Feather? I definitely think Angel Feather. I think you're going to see Genesis. I think Pale Moon. You'll go back to probably Gear Chronicle. If we're lucky, we'll get Neo Nectar. But I think you're going to see a lot of little clans again, and not the big ones. If anything, you'll see maybe Aqua Force, but I don't really think so. I don't really think Angel Feather either. I would love to see more OTT just because. Your thoughts on Phantom Blast and Jagger Break Ride? It's a rarity. and its rating also old school shadow paladin second form viable. Another loaded question. Honestly, like there's just a lot in there. The break ride's awesome. Like guys, get your PBOs because that's the whole effect. It's unguardable to crit. Like if you're at turn 3 or 4, like that's awesome, and you stride beforehand. You create pressure. You create that is a good card at late game because you're forcing your opponent to have a lot of guard, like your hand, which you should already be dwindling down. What do you? Gotta keep going. Sorry, Jordan. One question. What do you think you will get the most potential in the online tech? What clan do you think will have the most potential? Shadow Paladins, of course. Not even question. I've already seen that. 2 minutes of that. Do you like me? If not, why? Dario, of course I like you. We're friends. Funny question. Harry, do you think Murakuma will be forgotten at least the 4 sets again? You know what? Murakuma will be forgotten about, but they have enough support right now to keep them going. So let's just not even worry about that. They could get a restaying Vanguard, which most clans do not have. Andreas, do you believe that at a point every clan will become meta? No, there will always be something that's always got more support than something. And right now, there's a lot of clans that just don't get the love because if they do, they will be too broken. So right there. How many pets? Sorry, ignoring. Have you ever thought about kicking Pete out of the group YouTube chat? No, because he keeps this crap entertaining for everyone, and as much bad as he is, it's entertaining, whether it's good or bad. To stands or not to stand is a trigger that will be making a comeback in G sets. Guys, everything that they've released, every clan has gotten like a stand trigger that does something. Like, let's be honest. Like 99%. They're pushing stands because of the triple drives. Think about it. You have these columns, and you can get stands now, and they also have effects. Most of them go back in the deck. Really, really good. I just think you're going to see a lot more. I think if Pale Moon ever gets something, they'll get a stand that does something crazy that says, oh, put this card in the bottom of your deck, or put it in your soul, or pull another one out, or something. It'll be something crazy. How do you feel about GBO? Like, Luke, why are you such a Debbie Downer? Like, I don't understand, like, why you feel GBO3. Guys, this is what I'm going to say. Stop complaining. All we do is sit here and bitch and moan about things being bad or just blah, 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 blah. It's so irritating. Like, it's so annoying. Like, be happy with what we get and work with it. Like, just because every set doesn't create something so super broken, like it's so bad, life is about balance. Consider balance. Balance is good. Balance is power. I hate every time I read about when a card of the day gets posted. I can't believe this doesn't work with my stuff. This and this and that and this and that. Oh my God! Shut the hell up! Like, just play the cards and be done with it. Like, it's so irritating. I play Neonectar. I get some of the worst support ever. I get some of the worst cards ever. But you know what? I sit here and try to make it work. And then, you know what? I go to tournaments and make it work. And people are like, I didn't know Musketeers could do that. That's outstanding. I might build them. Blah 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 blah. Like. Play it to your advantage. Stop bitching. Where are we at? We're 23 minutes. God, everyone, gonna go. Fighters Collection, what it brings. Fighters Collection 2015, what it brings to the table for new and older decks. Everything. Everything gets kind of a little bit of support. Everything gets what they need. It kind of balances them out. Some things obviously do get a little underlooked, but a lot of good strides are coming out on this, and they've done a really good job of making sure certain clans got effect. Like the Mega Colony strides, beautiful. Can't talk about how great Mega Colony is with that card. We got to see it at Monday Night Wars. It's really, really good. The Lacure, Turbo, the Draconic Overlord one, I haven't seen that one really in play. Shadow Paladin ones I don't think were that great. Turbo was really, really good. The Tsukiyomi, again, I haven't seen too many people playing it. Blah, 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 blah. How do you feel about Shino Kaba as a character? No, I don't really know much more. Grand Blue... I think they actually might get support in the next set, but I'm not going to Origins next week. They announced way too late. They need to do that stuff earlier. Knowledge is power, guys. Bushiroad does not give us enough knowledge half the time. Are you even pro? No, I'm just me. Is Aquaforce competitive or a budget? Aquaforce is very competitive right now. I think it'll be competitive for a while, but the problem is once a lot of the bigger clans get their little supports, it gets harder for them. And you think you Stranger will ever get a stride? No. Thank you so much, guys. I had to rush through those just so I could get them all in. I really hate doing that, but again, we're at like 25 minutes. We're approaching 25 minutes. So, again, I'm looking for people who can talk to me about their state championships. I really think that's huge. And I hope you guys get a chance to contact me, please. I want to know. I really want to do more with that. We'll make a big day out of it. We'll make it like a Vanguard holiday. I don't know, but we'll make a lot more to do with it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, please share this, subscribe if you haven't, comment, and tell me what you guys think. Again, I'm sorry for rushing through this, but only way I can ever do this, or else I'll be sitting here forever and going in great detail. Like this video, tell me what you think, and again, look forward to the word from the Butler in June, because we'll be talking about who wins the boxes. Hopefully, we'll be giving away 3 of them. Wonderful night, guys. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.